What's up, beautiful people? My name is Jo and I'm a professional tattoo artist based in the UK. Today I'm going to be giving you some advice and tips on if you're wanting to become self-employed or have recently become self-employed and need a little bit of advice. So grab a cuppa and get comfy. I've pretty much always been self-employed. I used to be a professional snowboarder, I had my own gardening business, and now I'm a tattoo artist, having my own private studio for the last 2 years. My dad has also forever been self-employed. He's had his own business for 40 years before he's retired, so he's given me some advice along the way when I have been totally lost when it comes to tax returns and stuff like that. First things first, if you haven't already started with your business, then my advice is to get started. Just make a plan. Like something that you want to do. If you're not sure what it is, write down a list of things that you would like to do and explore them. Maybe do some work experience just for free, just to see if that's something that you want to spend all your money, time and effort on. Once you have an idea, you want to make kind of a business plan, and if you need to borrow money from a bank and stuff, they need to see a business plan. I didn't bother with any of that because I was just a really small business when I was doing my gardening stuff, so I didn't need to borrow any money. Once you've got a bit of a plan together, hopefully you'll know if you need to buy any equipment, if you need a premises. All these things do cost a bit of money. So you might need to save up a little bit first before you quit your full-time salary job. So make a list of things that you need to buy and to get and to prepare for your business to start. As you probably know, a lot of things are online. So get a Facebook page, get an Instagram, get all that stuff, get it started and start posting, start connecting with people and then raise awareness. Now, obviously being a tattoo artist, I can tell you a bit about the tattoo world and how that works. So I have insurance for my tattoo studio, so all of my equipment is covered if the building burns down and stuff like that. Having insurance also gives me requirements that I need to have in my studio so I'm covered, such as consent forms, aftercare advice, and so on. With tattooing and a tattoo studio, you need to check with your local council what health regulations you need to have in place. With Bournemouth Council, there's a list online, there's loads of different resources of what your studio needs. Then you need to contact them directly and they will send out a person to come and give you a little inspection, make sure you are nice and clean, and they will give you a lovely certificate saying that you have a licence. Now these licences cover the premises, not the artist, but each artist needs to have a licence. So yeah, if you started working somewhere or you're moving somewhere, then you need to have a licence and they need to come and have a look. Don't be afraid to ask for advice. It's all very exciting, starting a new venture, you're going to get all the benefits from it, amazing. You're doing it on your own, so that is awesome in itself. However, there's nothing wrong with asking for advice. Whether that is someone that has got their own business, ask them for some tips, how they've managed certain things. Anything that you're struggling with, just find out how other people are doing it. And people that you look up to as well, give them a little message. Some people might not get back to you, but some people hopefully will give you some top tips and advice, like me. Once you've got started, well done. If there's no risk, then it's not worth it. Calculated risks, by the way, please. Be prepared for it to take a little bit of time. I think the best advertising is word of mouth and people getting recommended to you from other people. Everyone trusts everyone if you're trustworthy. That takes a little bit of time. You need to build it up. So expect it to be around a year until things kind of start feeling like you're less worried about everything. The first year might be a little bit of an uphill situation. Something else to think about is expenses. When you're working for another person, another studio, you don't have to worry about all the little nitty-gritty things. The bills, taking waste away, the insurance, buying loo roll, everything is down to you now. So allow money for expenses, and kind of going under this bracket as well is allowing money for your tax, because at the end of each year you have a nice little bill to pay. So the tax year is from April to April. I started off doing my books, so writing down all your invoices and all your outgoings in 2 separate books, and then you can work out how much tax you need to pay, if you need to pay any at all. You might not need to for the first year or so, depending on how much money you're taking in. So it's good for each month that you're bringing in some money, just putting a little bit of that aside in a bank, nice and safe. So if a tax bill comes up, if an unexpected bill comes up, if something breaks and you need to replace it, you've got that budget from the start. You've always allocated some money, and then that's easy over time not to panic and freak out when an unexpected outgoing needs to go. Planning and timekeeping. This is something that you will constantly need to work on being self-employed. You want to say yes to everyone, you don't want to say no to anyone, but you have a life, you have to look after yourself as well. So yes, take on as much work as you can at the start, because you know, you might want to do that. Be realistic. Don't say yes to everyone and then panic and then do half a job. You want to do everything as good as you can do it so people come back. I would suggest having a diary, timekeeping, having a set day off, at least one full day off. No emails, no calls, nothing. Check in with yourself, relax, have a bath, put your feet up, because it all starts again on Monday or Tuesday, whenever your day off is. Being self-employed is a little bit like surfing. I'm going to relate it to surfing because I like surfing. So I see it as a wave. You get highs and you get lows, and whether that's just with the whole everything, or I see it as sometimes you're busy, sometimes you're not, and to not freak out when either of those things happen. So when you're a little bit quieter, make the most of it. Okay, I'm going to do my books, I'm going to do my tax return, I'm going to clean all my equipment, spend a bit more time with your family, do some lovely stuff, and don't worry. Creating designs, doing Instagram posts, still working on what you can, even though you're not technically working. And then when you're mega busy and don't have time to do those things, you don't need to worry as much, because you're like, let's get stuck in. I'm going to work. So just try and ride it like a wave. You get all of the reward being self-employed. It's your business. You work your butt off, you're going to get all of the money. Don't have to give it to someone else. Very nice. Biggest recommendation, put everything you have into it. If you're going to do it, go for it. 100%. You got this. And then if it really doesn't work out, you know that you have given absolutely everything that you could into giving it a go. Assess, think about it, and then try again. I hope you found this video useful. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment box below. Good luck on your new venture, whatever that may be. Bye.